Hi guys, Mr.Irrelevant artist here. Today I'm gonna present, an art tutorial. Not really an art tutorial, just an art video. This is more of like a documentation type of thing for myself personally. It is kind of me being selfish in a way, and I'm just trying to document on how I'm currently drawing as of this moment right now. Um, if you find some form of value or usefulness in watching my video right now as I'm drawing. I mean, that's really cool actually. But yeah, right now what I'm trying to do is been trying to figure out how to learn like more figures. And right now I know every artist usually they try drawing what I'm doing right now. It's like the front view pose, and it's very boring, but I think personally, I think it helps with understanding how you want, how, what am I trying to say? I guess like the length of the character, how tall you want them. I think what the average is 7 heads, somewhere around there. And I think by doing this front view multiple times, you get that sense of like, oh yeah, this is how this character proportion is gonna look throughout my drawings. So yeah, right now I'm still working on the torso area and trying to figure out, I guess like the like yeah, I guess right now I'm just trying to figure out what the best body shape I want. And I'm really inspired by a lot of comic book art styles. So they're more muscular, I guess like more in the Greek classical sculptures body shape. But that type of body works best for me as of right now. I guess those who've been here on my channel before, the 50 subscribers I have, thank you by the way, will probably know that my first couple of videos were toy reviews, primarily the Power Rangers Lightning Collection series. And I wish I could go back into doing that, but I don't have the best source of income right now, so it's kind of hard to buy figures. Figures are very expensive. But yeah, what I really like doing a lot is drawing, and I wanted to make this channel again like a more of a documentation, and hopefully eventually down the line show like art tutorials. It's gonna be interesting because I think if I can document my thoughts and how I'm thinking when I'm drawing, that'll help myself. And if I help at least one person, that's just amazing to me. Which is cool, YouTube gives us that opportunity to engage with people I've never met. And hopefully I can help at least one person through these simple drawings that I'm doing. So yeah, I think I'm done right now with the front view. And right now I'm trying to think, okay, I want to make the side view. Yeah, I think I am going to do that. And when working on the side view, I noticed that like it's kind of funny, but just like the head shape is like a very long box. That's how I usually think about it. I know some people try drawing a circle, and a circle is fine, but the side view is genuinely like a giant. I mean, you have to think your brain is long. It's not circular. So I think it always helps just drawing a rectangle instead. And then like the arching back right now, it's kind of interesting, but there's like a swoop motion. It's not necessarily, oh, your back is like directly straight. No, when I draw the side profile, there's always like this S curve going. And I think if you can capture that, you get a pretty good, nice, very static side pose. I think it's another, wait, I think another good thing to point out right now is, although I'm only drawing one, as you can see in this video, one front profile and one side profile, and right now I'm about to work on the back. I think it's important to draw this as many times as you can. I mean, in my sketchbook, I have plenty of front profile views and side profiles, and I'm doing it with intention, trying to build muscle memory, and so when I don't have a reference, it can just come out naturally, right? And I think that's important. I think maybe in a future video, I'll show like a level 1 idea of how, if you want to get into drawing figures, how to approach it. Right now, I'm not at a master level. I don't think I am. I think I'm in an intermediate level because I'm pretty comfortable with at least bringing a figure from my memory into pencil and paper, but I have issues knowing with what muscles will do at a certain angle. I'm pretty comfortable with getting away with like faking it. I can fake anatomy. I mean, it's helpful. I know a lot of animators fake it. I'm not saying all of them do, but they have a good idea of anatomy, and some don't know. A lot of artists, actually, that I know don't know the names of the muscles, but they can fake it pretty well. I mean, I can't tell you all these muscles by heart, but I think it's important to know. Excuse me. I think it's more important to know what they do and how they move, so you can have more quick strokes and less hesitation on marks. Okay, guys. So right now, what I'm about to do is I'm gonna just kind of present on different ways I've seen people draw the figure. So I think I've seen this type of design of a human figure. I've seen this many times. I think it's probably one of the more simple ones, and it's usually boxes. And I think it's very, very like handy with. I think this is probably the most useful one in terms of how to draw a figure. And when I mean more useful, it's such basic block shapes. The figure becomes so blocky. Maybe it might not work for you, but everyone thinks differently. And I think this one's so helpful with, especially around the torso area. Once you start posing your figure in more dynamic poses, and in a future video, I will definitely show this approach because I actually like using the box shape a lot when I'm doing a certain pose, and then the figure's like in it, torso's being crunched or being stretched at its maximum. I think the box technique is probably the most I've seen used in social media and any artist. But again, this isn't the one and only way you should be drawing figures. I would say practice a little if you like this method, and then if it starts clicking with you once you're drawing poses, then yeah, go for it. The second drawing that I'm doing right now, it's a very more cylinder base. It's still I'm still thinking in 3D and all these shapes, all the body parts in 3D shapes, but they're like tubes. That's what I'm drawing right now. I'm drawing. But yeah, right now I'm trying to think of like the underwear area, around the crotch area, thinking of it as an underwear piece. But again, like more in a 3-dimensional shape. And then the thighs and the lower legs area, they're all just cylinders. I mean, I think I've seen this used by some comic book artists. I think this is very like a good very like early starting on how you want to draw. I personally I haven't used this in a long time. I think I used this more of when I was first drawing. Like I first finally had wanted to draw figures, and I was definitely doing this one more often. But I mean, the more you learn anatomy, the more you want to exaggerate certain angles and shapes on muscles, and everything becomes less circly. Okay, I think for this last, oh no, this is the second to last. But what I'm gonna draw right now, it's a very simplistic stick figure, and it's just I'm pinpointing the joints that I know, that I've seen. I think this drawing, this type of figure is used for, if you can't, I mean, I've used it as if like a little thumbnail on the side, and I just want to jot down real quickly how to do some type of pose. I'll break it down into like very, very simple stick figure, like as you're seeing right now. And then I'm gonna add in the rib cage and the pelvis area. Excuse me. But again, I don't think this is like a universal technique. This might work for you and this might not. But yeah, it's very, very basic, very simple. Okay, for this last one, it's a very interesting one. It's, I start out with the head, and I don't draw the neck, which is very interesting. I remember I just would draw the torso, the rib cage area, and then move right down to the pelvis area into like this cone with an angle, so it's like pointing. You're looking at it from above, and then everything's broken down into. They're still like long tubes, but they have more of a personality. They have a slight curve to them. And I remember using this a lot after a certain step I learned. When I was first learning how to draw, I would actually trace over like comic book pages with like, just your simple shapes. And then once I got really comfortable doing that, like thinking with thought and intention, all the tracing, after that I moved to this step. But yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna end the video right here. If you found this really helpful, please leave a like and leave a comment and let me know what kind of future videos you would like to see. Thank you for watching, and have a good day. Bye.